Olá, amados irmãos, aqui é Carlos Bispo do canal Plutarco e hoje eu vou mostrar para vocês o que ocorre em outros países, porque aqui no Brasil as mídias não informam sobre o Planeta 9, Planeta X, Nibiru, Nêmesis, mas em outros países eles difundem esta informação em canais de grande prestígio como o CNN, entre outros. Eu peço que vocês ativem as legendas, na configuração ali do vídeo do YouTube. Clique ali em opções, ativar legendas, para que vocês possam entender melhor as informações que serão passadas aí das outras mídias. Porém, também neste vídeo, durante as informações, terão algumas imagens flagradas através de telescópios e filmagens de pessoas de outros países. Perfeito? Então, isso vai fazer com que nós reflitamos cada vez mais e parece que sim, ele está cada vez mais visível em algumas determinadas regiões e por isso devemos ficar atentos. Caso eu não consigo ver, por que eu olho e nunca consigo ver? Porque eu fiz um vídeo com o título Refutando Laércio Fonseca e lá tem a simulação da órbita de Nibiru e a explicação no começo do vídeo, principalmente o porquê que nós ou todas as pessoas não podem ver sempre, porque depende do ângulo, depende da posição, depende do continente que está olhando. Então quem tiver esta dúvida porque não enxerga ainda, vá lá neste Refutando Laércio Fonseca no canal Plutarco e vocês vão poder ver a informação, a explicação, porque nem todos podem ver sempre. Perfeito? Grande abraço a todos aí, muitas bênçãos, deixem seu like, se inscrevam no canal e acompanhem o vídeo. Vejam até o final. Grande abraço a todos.
Just watch this. Look at this. This manifestation in Alaska is getting crazy out of control, guys. Look at this. Let me blow it in, and I'm going to suck right in on it. No photo manipulation. Doesn't it look like that opening sequence orb? Very interesting and compelling, but that's not the best Alaska footage I got while I was gone. Look at what happened in this sequence. Look at how detailed the orb is. You can see holes and pits on it. And I can only guess why it's so much clearer. But we can back this up a little bit and just kind of take a look at it. But this is getting to the point where it's like, look, if anybody wants to debate me on Planet X or Nibiru or Nêmesis or any of that kind of stuff, they're going to have to explain what the heck this is to me. Because they're going to lose that debate unless they're ready for that. Because this is clearly showing something that's not supposed to be in our skies, guy. Next thing I'm showing you, though, this is from May 16th. This is out of Craig Southwest. But what's really interesting how this changes colors. But when I looked at this through some filters, there's another planet in the background or something, some large orb and another third orb. But look at the detail that we're seeing this planet or whatever it is. It's amazing, And so just incredible, okay? And what's really interesting, if I go back to these images of it, there's one of these images where it looks like it's like the orb that's down in South Davis Station. Then
on this Friday, and joining me tonight is our chief producer Jenny Churchill and Evan McMorris Santoro, reporter and blogger for Talking Points Memo.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me, guys. Happy Friday. You know, we've spoken a few end of the world theories on the show before, especially when everyone thought that the rapture was coming, but the theories never died down, and especially because we haven't gotten to 2012 yet. And so now here's a new one that apparently people are just going crazy over online. Take a look.
Okay, look at the Earth distance, 1.812. Helios right now getting nearer to us by 300,000 miles per day. In about a week, that number is going to be 400,000 miles per day, and it's going to continue to increase. You're going to see more and more volcanoes going off. That's your sign to wake people up. You have 33 volcanoes erupting right now in the Earth, and that number is going to continue to go up as we move along in the timeline.
Vote on the news, and here's the winner. There's a huge hidden heavenly body right here in our solar system. Evidence is mounting that either a brown dwarf star or a gas giant planet is lurking at the outermost reaches of our solar system, far beyond the planet Pluto. According to the British newspaper The Independent, the object is 4 times the size of Jupiter. Experts say the presence of such a massive object could explain why a barrage of comets has been coming from that direction.
It's been almost 10 years since little Pluto was demoted from being a planet, but today scientists from the California Institute of Technology have announced that they finally have solid evidence for a planet X, a true 9th planet on the edge of our solar system.
It is believed to be far beyond the orbit of Pluto, roughly the size of Neptune, with a mass 10 times that of Earth.
There are things out there, little icy objects that are orbiting in a funny way, and nobody was quite sure why. It seemed like there might be something with gravity pulling on them, but nobody quite understood. And finally, these scientists that you talked about took a really hard look at it, did simulations, calculations, and they came up with the explanation. It probably is this giant planet.
I think I read somewhere it orbits the sun every 10,000 to 20,000 years.
Right.
Is that why no one has seen it to this point?
No, that's not why. It's because it's so dim. It's so far away that even though it's big, it's very, very dim, and it's very tough to spot with a telescope.
I'm also fascinated at the idea that this planet could be so far out there and still our sun be the mass that is keeping it in the gravitational pull of our solar system.
Right, yeah, but no, it's true.
That's incredible. And so there was a thought at one point from scientists that when they thought that there was something beyond Pluto, that it might have been all the massive objects floating in the Kuiper Belt, but it's not.
Right, so all those objects are out there and they have a lot of mass, and originally the scientists said, look, a planet is such a crazy idea, maybe it's the Kuiper Belt itself that's pulling it on itself and making these orbits look funny.
And when we talk about the mass of this planet X, this 9th planet, being 10 times that of Earth, for those who are not scientists, what does that really mean, the mass of a planet versus Earth's mass?
Well, if you could put it on a scale, how much it would weigh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. And so it's bigger, it's bulkier, it's got more heft, it's got more gravity. It's this huge elephant in the living room, except we didn't know it was there.
You mentioned that scientists haven't seen it yet because of how far away it is and how dim it is. Is there a way for them to get visual evidence?
Yes, so the biggest telescopes in the world can theoretically see this thing if they're looking in exactly the right place. And with the publication of this new paper today, they are now going to start to look in earnest.
How much further out there is this planet X than the rest of the planets in the solar system? I mean, it's
well, so Pluto we think of as the really out at the very edge, the very farthest thing that you could call a planet, even though we don't anymore. And
I'm still supporting Pluto's right to be a planet.
But this thing is 5 times further out than Pluto.
Fascinating. Is there any chance it's not a planet?
No, there's always. It's very foolish to say no chance because you just don't know what you don't know. But the odds are looking very, very good.
60 billion miles from the sun.
Yep.
Amazing stuff. Michael Lemonick, thank you so much. Fascinating stuff.
Great, thanks.
Pluto, the sometimes planet may be hiding a pretty huge secret. Well, two huge secrets, actually. Astronomers in Spain believe that hiding behind Pluto, obscured from our view, are two additional giant planets. Spanish scientists in Madrid discovered the potential for the two massive celestial bodies at the outer reaches of our solar system after studying strange patterns in the orbit of rocky objects around Pluto, including the newly discovered dwarf planet 2012 VP113. Scientists believe the first hidden world would be about 10 times the mass of Earth. They believe that this planet is moving in resonance with a bigger planet that is somewhere between Mars and Jupiter in size and would orbit 200 times the Earth's distance from the Sun. But can we ever conclusively confirm the existence of these two planets? Well, Scott Shepard at the Carnegie Institution for Science had this to say: as there are only a few of these extreme